against the Hartwick Hawks. And she has the count 1-2 against the leadoff batter, Holiday. Here's the 1-2. Down the middle for a strike, and she'll punch out Holiday on the opening at-bat of the game. So a big strikeout early for Kylie Murray. That ball's in play from Phillips and fielded by Murray right over to first, to the first baseman, Lexi Scott. Murray, a full count against Moore. The payoff pitch is lined up the middle into center field, and running in and making a sliding catch is the center fielder, Meghan Paul. And that'll end the inning and keep the Hawks off the scoreboard. And excellent is the pitcher, number 7, Anna Klein. And she faces off with Beleza right now. Beleza hits the ball on the right field line. It's in play. It'll roll, a slow roller, fielded by the right fielder. Not enough power to get down that line and get to strike there down the middle. We'll see what happens on this one. Stevens lines this one down to first. It's fielded. And Stevens out at first on a good fielding play by Lexi Scott, trying to sit Millington down before she can cash in any of these runs. The 0-2. And a big swing and miss there. Murray gets a timely strikeout on Millington to get 2 outs in the inning. And third, Osborne at second, Klein at third. O'Connor up to bat, facing Murray with a 2-2 count. A big swing and miss, and Kylie Murray gets out of that one. She got in a little bit of trouble, but 2 big strikeouts from the pitcher who got a no-hitter against Geneseo last week, and she exits the inning. Batter for the Hawks, now facing a 2-2 count. And she lines that one over to the second baseman, who throws over to first in time for the out. Lehane with a great play. She had to backhand that one. It had some heat on it, and she managed to get it over. And this one's lined to the second baseman, who throws over to first. A good ranging play by Lehane over there. Starts with a strike to the first baseman, Lexi Scott, who steps in there now. Showing a bunt sign, but pulling back and lining this one over the second baseman's head and in there for a hit. A good leadoff hit by Lexi Scott. Great spot. She puts it over the second baseman's head, and she's aboard with a leadoff single here. So Beleza in a big spot now with 1 out. She lines this one in right in between shortstop and third base. It's in between the legs of the left fielder. So Beleza getting around second. She'll head to third, and she is underneath the tag. Beleza's in there with a big triple there to knot this game at 1. A huge hit, a rocket off the bat of Beleza. And we are knotted up here at Greenman Field. The 1-1 count. And she hits that one high and deep to left center field. It's up, and it's out of here. A big hit by Meghan Paul, and the Pioneers' advantage grows. That was a shot, a moonshot, if you will, way out to left center field. And suddenly a 3-1 lead for the Pioneers here off the bat of Meghan Paul. So 2 outs in the inning now. As Sacks lines that one right into right field on the first pitch. Excellent piece of hitting by the designated player, and she is on. Looked to maybe take second there on the throw, but she'll lead her for the team. Also the SAC president here at Utica University. And she waits on that one. She'll line it up the middle, and back-to-back hits for the Pioneers with their backs against the wall in the bottom of the third inning. Looking to extend things here. The 1-2 from Klein. And Lehane hits this one over to the second baseman. Not fielded cleanly, and over to second. Going home is Sacks. She'll take off, and she is in there. Suddenly now 4-1. Heads-up base running by Abigail Sacks on that one. So now in is Kylie Murray against Klein. Murray lines this one up the middle, and the Pioneers doing it with 2 here in the bottom of the third. A big 5 spot so far as another one is plated by Kylie Murray. A big single up the middle, or excuse me, a big double up the middle. Klein has pitched well, but some good barrels by the Pioneers, including that one by Lexi Scott. And that'll plate 2 more. A big single up the center field gap by Lexi Scott. And everything is clicking on offense now for Utica in this first game. Pioneers, the 1-2 count here to O'Connor. O'Connor lines this one over to the second baseman, Lehane, who flips over to Beleza. They get the lead runner, but can't get the double play. So first and third now for the... Swing and a miss at that one. Murray with a big strikeout of the leadoff batter, Holiday. She put some velocity on it and just pushed it by the Hartwick. Beleza in. Beleza checking the runner at second. A big swing and miss there by Phillips, and Murray is out of the inning, allowing just one run. So Brooke Beleza here in the bottom of the fourth. And she lines this one right in the same gap that she did last time. The 5.5 hole over there in between shortstop and third base. Beleza is aboard. She is killing the ball today. Well, fresh off a home run in her last at bat. Again with Beleza on first, looking for a big pop on this one. She lines this one out to left field. Running in was the left fielder. And a little more velocity on that than she expected. So Paul in with a double. So Sacks steps in with the bases loaded, lines that first pitch right up the middle. She's been efficient on the first pitch of the game. Beleza is across. Paul is across. 2 runs on the single by Sacks. And she gets on once again in a hurry. A 2-1 count to start this at-bat. And Kraft trying to cause even more damage. After 2 runs, that one gets away from Betts. And home comes Rachel Little. So double digits for the Pioneers in this first. This one is skied out to the outfield. The center fielder running in on it, and she'll make the play. But tagging is Abigail Sacks, and she will score a sacrifice fly from Kylie Murray. Plates run number 11, courtesy of Abigail Sacks. So Jess Betts will gather and set on the mound, looking to get Beleza. And Beleza swings on that one down the third base line, a shot, and it's a fair ball. Mazer thought it might not be, but she crosses along with Emily Lehane and Lexi Scott. Beleza, another shot to the left side, down the third base line this time in the hot corner, and she plates 3 on that one. That brings her RBI total to 4. 4 is on the board for Beleza. 4 hits and 4 RBIs for the shortstop. For Pascucci, who lands it just over the head of the first baseman. And this one's in play by Moore, fielded by Lehane at second, over to Beleza at shortstop, and they get the lead runner once again, but unable to get the double. Getting an at-bat here in the top of the 5th. And she lines this one into center field. A great track by the center fielder, Meghan Paul. She planted onto that one with many seconds to spare, and she read that one perfectly to get this. And Murray looking to keep going here. This one's fielded by Murray and thrown over to first, and the Pioneers will get out of that one. So an excellent play by Murray, fielding her position. And that'll be the end of game number 1, thanks to the run rule here. The Pioneers with a 14-2 win in the first matchup.